The year is 1997. Bill Slick Willie Clinton has just been inaugurated for a second term in the blowjob factory that Americans were calling the White House. Infamous bad boy veteran Timmy McVeigh is sentenced to death for his bad boy ways. Another veteran tossed out by society. And in Jacksonville, Florida, Ben Dobson, Todd Clary, Ben Harper, Warren Cook, and Longinu Parsons III, a.k.a. the Jacksonville Five, were forming a pop-punk band. After their debut album, Midget Tossing, and the second, less offensively titled album, Where We Stand, which could still technically be deemed offensive to handicapped people, Modern Amusement's frontman Ryan Key would steal Ben Dobson's job as lead singer, and he would be the key to the band's success. The group released another album, the Underdog EP, with Fueled by Ramen Records, who had taken on other pop-punk sensation Fall Out Boy. In 2003, the band stopped being fueled by ramen and started being fueled by caviar and champagne when they signed with Capitol Records, who had been eating up pop-punk bands like a hungry, hungry hippo sucks up delicious marbles. With Capitol Records behind them, the band moved to LA to put together a new album, which would be called Ocean Avenue. Ocean Avenue would shoot to number 1 on TRL's charts and number 37 on Billboard. From there, they would be on the soundtracks of every angsty teen TV show, video game, and magazine cover. Ocean Avenue went on to sell over 1 million copies in the U.S. alone and paved the way for the band's career, which ended a mere week ago. With 10 albums, 3 singles, and 1 controversial violinist, today we stand by Yellowcard. All right, welcome to the podcast. My co-host, the Queen of Mean, Tommy McNamara.
Did I do that?
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, the Ben Harper to my Ryan Key,
Hell
Tommy
yeah.
McNamara.
It's not the same Ben Harper, is it?
I
No.
don't know, actually. I was
No.
thinking that the whole time.
Ben Harper's like Mike Jones. It's a very
Who?
generic. Mike Jones. Yeah, it's just a generic name.
I don't think it's that generic.
Mike Jones? I guess that is. I don't think Ben Harper is that generic.
Sounds like a
I've
half white, half black man.
yeah, like
Yeah.
the singer Ben Harper.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, maybe it is the same.
It's just
Ben
one of
Harper.
them.
Yeah.
Who did you think we were talking about?
I thought it was some other guy. I didn't know.
The other voice you're hearing right now is Ahri Findling. Very
Hey.
funny, Ahri Findling,
Oh my
Indiana's Indiana University's own.
Thank you. I'm
Ahri
so
Findling.
excited. This is honestly the most exciting podcast I've ever been on.
The
Is that true?
half-baked Hoosier.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about literally one of my favorite bands.
The
Outside of Bruce Springsteen, this is probably my number one favorite.
That's one thing I was going to ask you. What are some of your other like top choices as far as bands go? As far as what are you listening to on the reg?
Bruce Springsteen's number one, right? Like, there's nothing even close to it in my
The Boss,
The Boss.
Mhm.
And then I like Billy Joel.
the Manager.
I like OAR.
Oh, God.
And then you go into
Oh,
like
boy.
8 pop punk bands.
So that's like why Yellowcard of the pop punk bands?
There's like a fusion. I mean, I love this violinist
Mhm.
more than I know. You said it was controversial.
Controversial because a lot of we'll get into it with the case against Yellowcard.
Yeah, I mean, it's you brought an instrument that's doesn't even exist in this genre of music
Mhm.
and made it a widely successful band.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I liked Yellowcard. I like Newfound Glory. Yellowcard, I think I live by this, like, you know how when you get your license, there's like the one CD you have in your car, and that's like what you'll listen to for the rest of your life. The first CD I got when I got my license was Yellowcard, Ocean Avenue.
Ocean Avenue.
2004.
It wasn't midget tossing?
It was not. No, what am I, 37
With your
years
old ass?
Yeah,
Have you
no.
listened to Midget Tossing?
I don't think so. Was it even released? I've never. I mean, I've heard
not.
midget. I've heard just audio of midgets being tossed, but never the album.
My problem
Yeah.
with that album is it's too short.
Yeah.
Oh,
How you guys doing?
shit. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I prefer N-word hosing that was their prior
Jesus
album.
Christ.
As long as they're gonna be so offensive.
Happy to be here, guys. Super happy to be here.
I can't believe how the timing of this worked out. I just read that article too. They played their last show ever, and like what?
Like literally a week
ago, yeah.
Less than a week ago.
Yeah, well, when you asked like which band, I literally was reading an article about them breaking up, and I
So
was
we've
like,
all read this article.
yeah, it was like, well, I knew that they were breaking up for a while. It's
Are you in contact with the band?
no, I mean I met them once, but I've never like.
Well, let's do that right now. What happened? How did you meet it?
Hey, it's me, Ryan Key.
That's a spot on
Right, pretty
impression.
good.
Yeah. No, I mean it was not like a big formal introduction. I went to a concert when I was in high school, and
Where was the concert?
it was at Starland Ballroom, I think, in South Jersey,
Okay.
and it was Yellowcard, Less Than Jake,
And Bruce
Ooh.
Springsteen.
and Tony Bennett actually. No, it was Yellowcard, Less Than Jake, and a band called Catch 22. And you start mosh pitting, you start jumping up on stage, and we jumped up on stage, and then security kind of like ushered us back into
As
like
is
a
their
back
job,
hallway,
yeah.
right? And the concert ended, and we just got like a nice handshake from Yellowcard.
Wait,
Oh, they
because
shook your
you fucked
hands.
up.
Well, yeah, because we fucked up. We jumped on stage, and then they just like pushed us to like the side corner where the band it was like terrible security guarding because they literally put us in this like holding area where the band would eventually walk back through. It's like you guys are really bad at your job. But yeah, that was my only meeting with them.
That'd be like if you like streaked at an NBA game and they just threw you on the bench.
Yeah, they just put you in the locker room.
Yeah.
Wait in the
Yeah,
showers
you're in the
for
penalty
them.
box of this hockey game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. Did you see them when they came to IU?
No.
They played Little Five.
Really?
Uh-huh.
What year?
I want to say it was like my sophomore year, maybe. So, and we went to school around the same time.
Yeah, 04 to 08.
Yeah, so this might have been 08.
Ooh.
Because I graduated in 10.
Okay. Yeah, I've the only band I remember in 2008 bands that came was I think Ludacris came, OAR came, and Bubba Sparks came.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Man, if I was like partying and OAR started playing a set, I'd be like, "Oh fuck you!"
oh really? Oh man,
not
you're
trying to
gonna have to have me back on to defend OAR.
I loved OAR in 8th grade, but I think they're an 8th grade band.
Oh, shit.
That's why I love Yellowcard because
When-
they're a 12th grade band, and I will forever be a 12th grader.
They are a 12th grade band,
Yeah,
I
for
definitely
sure.
think. Because listening, you didn't put this song on your playlist for obvious reasons, I think, but you didn't put Ocean Avenue.
Right.
Because, everybody's heard it.
It's
But
well
I had
played.
forgotten it. Like, I just sometimes with these bands, because a lot of the bands that are going to be on this show are bands that I, too, enjoy. Yellowcard, I had, like, no familiarity with,
Really?
except for Bad Things. One thing so I'll list you my my understanding of Yellowcard.
Okay.
They came for Little Five. I heard it wasn't that great of a time, but it was
Where
a
did
free
they play?
concert. It was at one of the frats.
Okay.
Then they
Probably ATO.
that's probably it.
I'm
Fucking
totally not
ATO
holding on to
fucks.
any fraternal
Oh god.
Jesus
competition right now. Keep going. Sorry.
Okay, so they also came to my high school and did an episode of Made. The lead singer Ryan,
yeah.
Is it Ryan Key?
Ryan Key.
Yeah, Ryan Key came to my high school, and it was the year after I graduated. But I just watched the episode right before this.
Really?
And it's so weird.
I've never
because
seen
I
it.
know both people because it was a battle of the bands where he helped both kids, and he seems like he fucking hates to be there.
Really?
Yeah, he seems very disingenuous.
Were they trying to be like pop punk stars? These high school.
They
kids?
just wanted to be. There's a battle of the bands at Rhinos
Okay.
every year, and they wanted to win that. They wanted to be rock stars.
Hell yeah.
And one of them is a very wonderful lady. She went to IU too, and I met her through telecommunications class. She's like a gamer lady now. And
Like
she's
plays
cool.
video games.
No, she's like on a site or something.
okay.
You know how they like will like play video games. She like runs it. She's on a network, like an internet network of
Okay.
some kind. The World Wide Web, I believe.
I've heard it.
And the other guy is a freak who walks the streets of Bloomington singing out loud and thinks he's still a superstar.
His name
Yeah,
is
that's
Jared
what Ryan
Thompson.
Key does now. So. His name is what?
His name is Jeremy Gottwalls,
Okay.
the real name, but he's a real Looney Tune. But he's nice enough. But yeah, he's just a weirdo. Who roams
So
the
that's like
streets
your
of Bloomington.
only.
And
knowledge
one
of
other
the
thing.
Yellowcard?
One other thing. I'm pretty sure Maria has a story that she made out with somebody from Yellowcard.
Hell yeah.
That's my girlfriend. So I'm gonna find them. I'm gonna kick the shit out of
Oh
them.
man, I want to see this.
I don't know
didn't
which
that
one.
oh man, I'd love
I
to
could
make
be
out with
wrong.
somebody from Yellowcard.
I could be wrong, and
Wait.
I don't think she knows that I know this.
Really?
Either. I don't know.
How
Did
do
you
you know
see the
then?
tracks of their latest album?
Oh, shut the fuck. No, I didn't.
One was called
track
Dear
7,
Maria.
Dear Maria,
Yeah.
track 8, Maria with the ass.
Yeah.
Track 9, Tom Cook.
Yeah, they
They
looked
cucked
you up on
my ass.
Facebook.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tom Cook Avenue. And it's just Ocean Avenue.
What about you, Tommy? Did you ever listen to Yellowcard at all?
I loved Ocean Avenue. I thought it
Yeah.
was great. Just the song.
Right.
I'd never heard a single other song by them.
Yeah.
And I loved like that type of music. Like I loved Take This to Your Grave, the Fall Out Boy album. I loved Saves the Day.
Yeah.
I was into that, but I never got past that song.
This
Which
is
was great.
This is what I thought, because I liked that song. I loved Ocean Avenue. When that came out, I was like, this is the perfect song for my angst. And I was like a virgin, and I was like, this is perfect.
Hell yeah.
This is my wheelhouse. But I already had Fall Out Boy, and
Right.
I didn't need both. And the more I read about them, I kind of feel this way too. And in a second, we'll get into the rest of the case against Yellowcard. But I always kind of felt like the Yellowcard didn't have a sense of humor about itself.
They
the way
did
that
kind
a
of
lot-
take themselves seriously. I
The-
will agree with that.
If you
I mean, when you're
look into them-
changing music, you're gonna feel that way. When you're changing the face of pop
I
punk
mean,
music,
they were literally changing musicians. There's one member left from the original band who made it the whole way through.
yeah. I mean, Ryan Key is gonna be touring when he's like 60 years
but
old.
he's not
singing.
even from the original band.
No, he
was a
replaced
backup
like
singer,
the
and
first singer.
He replaced the guy.
What a coup.
I feel like
Just
that
like
happens
he tried
a
to
lot.
replace me in my relationship.
I think he's dating Maria. Where is Maria right
That's
now?
good- good
she
question.
Could be with Ryan Key.
I think she said she was going to Ocean Avenue.
Weird. This is all folding in on itself.
Yeah, so I loved that song, but it felt like Hollister music to me. You know, like
Yeah.
I just remember always seeing like them be like their album at a Hollister. And I shopped at Hollister back then. I
You
loved
still
Hollister.
kind of shop at Hollister.
I don't
think.
shop at Hollister now. How dare you?
You just still have clothes from Hollister.
yeah, I mean they still fit.
Yeah.
If the beach shirt fits, wear it. You know.
Yeah, that old adage. Yeah, I think I either bought my first Yellowcard album at a Hollister or a Sam Goody, one of the two. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's very like that's what I was into. I was a big jort guy in high school. I'd wear hemp belts and hemp bracelets. You know, I
Yeah.
never kissed a girl once.
It's
Had
like
a lot of angst.
It's like to me, it feels like surfer music for someone who never bought a surfboard.
Yeah.
You know, like it's like you want to be at the beach, but you don't know what that even means.
Yeah.
It's spring break music.
It's the guy who says he's a skateboarder but has never skated but still wears Etnies shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Do you want to do the if you?
Oh, yeah.
We were when you go to Spotify, there's a feature where it tells you if you like this song,
Oh,
you
no.
may also like this thing. So we found a list of what you might also like. So Tommy, you want to do the first one?
If you like Yellowcard, you might also like taking a nap in a packed sun.
That checks out.
If you like Yellowcard, you might also enjoy shoplifting, but only from corporations.
If you like Yellowcard, you might also like wearing black jeans on a boat.
See, I have never worn black jeans once.
If you like Yellowcard, you might like having an earring, but not on the gay side.
That's the left side?
Can you think of any, Ari?
Right side?
No, that's the crib side.
If you might also like not losing your virginity until you're after 20.
Yeah.
I think.
Did
I
you
love
not?
Yellowcard.
Yeah, not until I was 20.
20?
You were 20? I was
20, yeah.
21.
Really?
Top dog.
What about you? You were young, right, Tommy?
19.
19.
But it's
Wow,
crazy that I
young
was
gun.
the quickest of the three.
I know. I
Young
remember the
gun.
exact day.
I do too, because it was Columbus
Like
Day.
the day. Mine was 7707. That's the only reason I remember.
Wow.
Wow,
Big-
well, it's
big
your
day.
lucky day.
Hell yeah.
The slots.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Tommy was barely legal when he fucked.
That's how I walked around with a halter top that said barely legal, just waiting for someone to scoop me up.
He was
Yeah.
on that call line, weare19.com.
I don't know what other music would you listen to in high school? Like if you were a super angsty teen, like pop punk music feels like that type of music.
Yeah, definitely.
For
I mean,
sure.
I guess I didn't have a specific band like this. I just liked the
The genre.
So
Right.
like I really loved, actually Fall Out Boy is the exception to that. I loved
Take This to Your Grave.
Take
is a
This to Your
perfect album.
Grave, and I also loved Under the Cork Tree.
Okay.
I fucking love both those albums. But also I loved like some songs from Sum 41,
Uh-huh.
and like I liked this song, but it was a little bit too late for me, I think.
Right.
In that I had already gotten into these other bands, and I
Yeah.
got into Linkin Park pretty hard, but that's not even pop punk.
No, that's like that's more towards like Linkin Park, Hoobastank, a little bit more like.
See, I don't think Hoobastank and Linkin Park
Oh,
are
really?
similar at all.
They're not. They're
no.
not similar
No,
anyway.
Hoobastank
No way.
is way closer to this.
Yeah, it's
Hoobastank
closer.
is like Switchfoot. and
the
Linkin-
Christian rock band.
Yeah, that's what I think of. When
Well,
I think of-
Hoobastank, the only song I
Reason?
know is The Reason.
Yeah, and the reason is
See, do you
I
think
guess
that
is-
Ocean Avenue? Like, do you guys think you know Ocean Avenue because of how popular the music video was? Like, do you think it would have been? Because I vividly remember the music
Yeah.
video Ocean Avenue.
I
And
mean, the
and
video
Reason
was more popular
than the song.
I mean, the video reached higher levels of popularity than the song. Like I said, it went number 1 on TRL. It was a big time for TRL. These are Carson Daly days.
Yeah, I remember getting so mad that the radio wasn't playing Yellowcard when I was like a junior in high school, and I was just like, they don't get it. Why aren't they? They keep playing the stupid Celine Dion song, and they won't play freaking Yellowcard. And I would
Frickin'
get
Yellowcard.
so
What
mad.
Celine Dion song was it?
She did like not Celine Dion. Cher.
Shakira? Oh,
Cher.
Cher.
That Do You Believe in Life?
Oh,
After
that was
Love?
the same time, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
It was like a 2002, 2003.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Well, really quickly. Do you have any memories that you associate with Yellowcard, like getting engaged or like? One of your songs made me think about that. I was like, I bet Ahri listened to this on his way to like
Get jacked up.
meeting
let it-
his
yeah.
wife to like. go
It was the
propose.
first concert I went to without my parents.
Okay.
So the first concert I went to with my parents was In Sync, featuring Dream.
Wait, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Was it just you and your parents
No,
at
it
an
was-
NSYNC concert?
I don't think it was both my parents because I think my dad somehow like got out of it, but my
My
mom
dad somehow didn't suck.
my mom, my sister, and me, I think, went to this In Sync
Oh my
concert.
god! But
with
Noah
Dream.
didn't go.
And BB Mac, if you remember them.
Oh,
too.
of course
Oh
I do.
shit! I remember BB Mac.
BB Mac was the best.
What was their hit? It was
Baby,
the
set me free from this misery.
Oh shit!
I can't take it.
You were
no
snapping at
more.
all the wrong moments. You have no rhythm.
Dude, I noticed. I was like, I don't think I snapped at the right point there. I
God.
can't sing and keep a beat at
I
the same
can't
time.
snap, so when people snap, I feel like they're taunting me.
Dude,
That's
I
how I
couldn't
feel about
snap
whistling.
in kindergarten. We had to
Oh,
like.
thanks.
Hey,
we
that's
had to
weird.
we had to do this thing in kindergarten where like it was like a music class and you had to like snap and whistle, and I couldn't snap or whistle. So when you would snap, like you would go around this like circle, and then she'd point to you, and you'd have to snap, and I couldn't snap, so I'd go.
Oh, that's tricky.
Yeah,
Did they
and
buy it?
that's one of the
No,
tricks.
It doesn't sound anything close to
That
snapping.
did sound so
But now I
clumsy.
can double snap.
I hadn't fingered a girl when I was in kindergarten.
I would pay a guy to crouch behind me and snap.
So Yellowcard is second concert. First concert I ever went to without my parents. I went to like with just like a bunch of kids. We took the bus into New York.
Ooh.
No, was it the one in No, we took the bus down to Jersey, Starland Ballroom, and we went to this concert. I remember the opener was this band called Catch 22, and the lead singer kept talking about how his fingers were sore because he had just fingered a girl.
Oh my god!
There's
and-
nothing less cool than bragging about fingering people.
At that age, now
How old was he?
Now
at
it's
30,
sick.
it's super cool.
It's
to
pretty
brag
sick
about it.
now.
Yeah. How old was he? I'd imagine they were 25 and I was 16.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't show me his ID or anything, so I don't
Yeah.
really know for sure, but I would guess.
I just wonder the age of like when a band sounds like this.
Right.
How old are these guys? You know?
How old were they
Yeah.
into? Well, how old is Ryan Key now? So
Let's look that up.
yeah, I want to.
You
I
guys-
bet he's 36.
You bet he's 36?
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
gonna
he's had
say
bleach
he's
blonde
40.
hair. For
What's he gonna
20
do for the
years.
next 50 years? You know what I
don't
mean?
know.
Like his band just ended.
He talks a lot about wanting to continue the journey of being an artist and shit. He's very. This is part of the case against them. Him. He just seems like a douche. He was born
He's
in 79. So he's
79.
39.
He's
No, he's like
37. Yeah. He looks like a villain from an 80s movie.
Yeah.
He's got that bleach blonde hair.
Yeah.
He's
Yep.
super like
Does he
seems like a
still
tough
rock
guy.
that?
Probably.
Ugh.
He does. I just looked at a picture of them.
I think once you commit to
Yeah.
that haircut.
That's what Maria's into.
Yeah. Can't believe Maria is just dyeing this guy's hair right now. It's insane.
Yeah.
So
Adding
he's
her
37 years old. So in 2002, that's
That's
15 years ago, he would have been 24, 23, 22.
Yeah. One
That's
of those.
crazy. he seemed like
So he must
a
have made
man.
so much money at that age.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was probably rolling in dough. I mean,
Man,
those Warp
wow.
tours paid a lot of money.
Yeah, he was doing that. He got to do all those tour things after that, and I bet being on all those fucking movies and cause he was in Spider-Man. Their music was in Spider-Man 2's soundtrack.
Yeah.
Which is a
I
huge
like
soundtrack
Spider-Man.
to be in. Guess the movie, Ari.
I don't know.
It's a Judd Apatow
You're
picture.
mean.
I like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I like Spider-Man.
You're going to fantasy baseball, and I like Spider-Man.
Knocked Up?
yeah, there it
Okay.
is.
No, is that it? That is
yeah,
it.
Hell yeah.
it's knocked up.
Fuck, that is it. For some
Leslie
reason, I
Mann.
thought it was Funny People, but it is. It's because she's in that too. But yeah, Leslie Mann, man.
Love Leslie Mann.
Mm.
Listened to an interview with her today.
How was it?
It was great.
Nice.
Yeah?
It was great. They seem like they have a good life.
Who was
Yeah.
interviewing her?
You mean
Willie
Judd Apatow
Geist.
in her?
No, I mean Kim Jong Un and no, Willie Geist was interviewing her on
Who
the
the
Today
hell's
Show.
Willie Geist?
On the Today Show, you don't know Willie Geist?
I don't watch the Today Show. I'm not a
What
married
are
man.
you watching in the mornings?
What?
You
I don't watch anything
shit
in the morning.
mornings.
You watch no television in the mornings.
I wake up, I do 50 push-ups, and I go through.
You muscle your way through 50 push-ups, get to like 40. Well, first of all, I don't believe you do 50 push-ups because we had a push-up contest
Yes, we
and
did.
you did 9.
Okay.
You had a push-up contest?
Yeah.
We were at a Nets game
I
in a
think-
box.
I think okay. So the only way to solve this is at the end of the podcast rematch
Yeah.
Okay.
of the push-up contest.
sure.
We're in a box, and it was Nets 76ers, and it was so boring that at some point we're like, well, I guess we'll just do a push-up contest.
Which did you? I think Tom.
Was it
was-
one-on-one?
No, it was. There was like 10 people. And
Joel
Tommy was
win?
like, "Oh, this is bored. Let's do a push-up contest." And Tommy goes first. It does 9.
Well, and see, if I had known how many other people were going to do, I wouldn't have done it at all. Because I was pretty proud of 9. And
Yeah.
then Casey goes right after me and does 50. And
Yeah.
then and I was like, oh man, I shouldn't have
I
gone
think
first.
I could do 50.
I think I could bang out 50.
Yeah.
Well,
We'll
I
have to
was
do a
also being
contest.
funny.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
sure.
of
I'm
course.
sure it wasn't what you were actually only capable of doing.
Let's talk about how many push-ups we can do some more.
This is the most yellow card conversation ever. Like, for sure, this is what they have. Like, backstage 2003, they're definitely having push-up contests, for
That's
sure.
true.
I mean, it sounds like 2003 was probably when they were their happiest.
Yeah.
Because they were creating that album.
Right.
After that, it seems like they were miserable.
Yeah, they would like anytime that 2 albums after you're just releasing an acoustic version of the one album that was good.
Yeah.
It's not a good sign for the
No,
band.
that's not good.
But it was
Well,
still a good album.
And they kicked Ben Harper out.
Because he was stealing their kisses.
My man. You've been holding that Ben Harper riff in for like 25
Come on.
minutes.
They kicked him out. He was stealing kisses. I can't remember any other Ben Harper song, but
I can't either.
yeah.
Diamonds on the inside? Is that a
What is it?
diamonds on the inside? Diamonds on the outside?
Mm.
I've never heard
I
that.
got no, I'm gonna start snapping in all the wrong places. I'm gonna get made fun of.
Yeah, so they kicked him out, and they said that the fame had gone to their heads, and it was literally like the smallest amount of fame
Right.
you could have.
Post
So-
their peak, yeah.
Then they released Lights and Sounds, and then they've lost so many band members throughout. They've shed the dead weight off until it's just Key and
Isn't that a Coldplay song too? Lights and Sounds.
no. I'm
Speed
trying
of
to say
Sound?
Speed of Sound. Is the
All
other thing.
that
And then
light,
Fix You and all that sound.
sound.
Yeah, they ripped off Coldplay. That's the
Yeah,
other
yeah, yeah.
Pre
point.
Coldplay ripping off Coldplay.
Was it pre Coldplay?
2003?
I don't know if that was. No, because 2003 was Ocean Avenue. Lights and Sounds is the album after that.
Oh yeah, that was probably 2005, 2006.
And in 2006, that's when that song came out. Or it was, I think, 2005 because I was listening to that my senior year of high school.
Which the
X and
Yellowcard song?
Y.
Oh, the Coldplay.
The
song.
Coldplay album X and Y, and I can't remember if it's on that or the album before because I get it mixed up with another song. But nonetheless, Yellowcard's full of shit. Look,
Jesus.
let's get into the
Egregious.
criticism. Let's get into the case against Yellowcard. Here's an interesting factoid about Yellowcard.
Okay, I'm listening.
Hard to find criticism of them.
Really?
Harder to find than I thought, and it's not. But I still hold that this is a valid band because I would make fun of you for
Right.
Like people would make. You've been made fun of for this.
Without a doubt. Every time I turn it on in my apartment, my fiance gets very mad at me.
How often is that?
Once a week. I like. It's like it's like a good pre-workout or good running music.
Yeah,
So I like it.
I ran to it today.
Yeah.
and I'll share my opinions when we start. The
Did you like
playlist.
just start vomiting while you were
A
running?
couple of these songs are not good for running that you put on here. But anyways,
What does your
so,
fiance say? Does she say turn
Yeah.
off that racket?
So turn that garbage off, and then she puts on like.
A strap on.
so I'm trying to get
I mean,
fingered
that
over here.
escalated really-
Yeah.
Yeah, she turns on it. She puts a strap on it and butt fucks me. She does do that. Yeah. All right, let me hear these criticisms.
So criticisms I found are that they're a ripoff of Green. How does this make you feel? Green Day Light.
Well, I think every pop you had regular punk like Ramones and that kind of stuff, and then Green Day was like the big pop punk
Yeah.
band. So it's like anytime that you come after a band that changed, like every band after fucking what's the Kurt Cobain
Nirvana.
band? Nirvana, yeah.
The
is
Kurt Cobain, Kurt Cobain and the Saddies.
Kurt Cobain and the Flannels
Kurt
is
Cobain.
a fucking is a ripoff of Nirvana. So it's like that doesn't bother me at all. I
I
think
just
that's
realized,
a compliment.
isn't it ironic that when you think that Courtney Love's band was called Hole,
Yeah.
and that's what she put in
Oh my
Kurt Cobain's
God.
head.
Jesus Christ.
I just think it's ironic.
That is
don't
ironic.
You, don't you think?
That's
Just
what that
a
song's
little
about?
bit ironic.
I've never heard a single Courtney Love song. I couldn't tell you.
Oh
what.
yeah, I bet you have that.
Yeah,
Dun-na, 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 oh, make me over.
It's pretty
Everyone's
good.
heard
Yeah,
that.
there's some good Hole songs.
Really?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't
I'm
know.
all I wanna be.
I think Green Day Light is a compliment and not.
But here's how I think of it, because a lot of it was like it's that they're overhyped, that they are they're posers.
Ooh.
What do you think about posers?
Oh, here we
First
go.
of all-
Oh shit!
The term poser, when when you know that you're a loser, is a compliment because these guys know that they're misfits and outsiders. Okay, these guys are on the fringes of society. These aren't cool people.
Yeah,
They're trying to assimilate into the world. That's what a poser is. You try and mesh your character into what the world wants you to be, and that's all Ocean Avenue is.
It sounds to me like someone's called you a poser
Yeah,
before.
I mean, yeah.
Has somebody
called a
accused you
poser.
of being Green Day Light
Yeah.
before?
And fuck these high school. Listen.
Oh my
don't
God,
swear
Ari's
on it.
crying.
Yeah, I mean, I may still be holding on to high school angst, and that's why I still listen to Yellowcard and fuck everyone
This
else.
is why
so,
we bought this dreidel for you to.
Yeah, I just come into this
It is
podcast and
funny.
there's just a dreidel sitting
It's
on the
funny that
table.
there's why is this dreidel on the table? It does look like.
Oh, I thought it was yours.
No, it does look like we brought it just for Ari.
Well, I go, why is there a dreidel? And Tom's like, we'll talk about it on the podcast.
I just thought it was funny to act like there was a reason for.
Well,
it
this
to
is
be-
how they let me know I was getting fired at the Anti-Defamation League. Hand you a
It stops
dreidel.
on your fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't. You think that poser is just a thing that they're used to being called.
Yeah.
This is. It
I
goes
think they
along with their
embraced it.
story.
Yeah, I think
You
they
think they
embraced their
embraced it.
poserability, if that's a word.
Okay.
I don't think it is.
I don't think it's.
I
a
don't.
word.
I'm pretty sure it is a word.
No,
If
Merriam-Webster.
you think it's a word, tweet at us. #poserability is a word.
It's actually my wedding hashtag. So
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
When's your wedding?
it's in May. Our hashtag's going to be I'm with her. I think.
That's so funny.
I'm not joking.
Lock her up.
I'm I've literally
But you'll
pitched
never find
both.
the pictures.
I know, but that's the funny part is that all these fucking super
Yeah.
conservatives are going to go through these hashtags of lock her up and I'm with her, and they're just going to come up with all these beautiful pictures from my wedding, and I find that very funny.
Mhm.
My fiance does not like
What
it.
does she want?
She wants, fucking Ahri weds Leslie or some stupid
That's
shit.
clever.
That's stupid, dude.
It's stupid.
That's
I'm with her is
stupid.
funny. It's
I think
topical.
you should make it drain the swamp.
Drain the swamp. Yeah.
Lock her up. It's
Hashtag
pretty good because you
cuck.
are locking her up.
Yeah, I'm locking her
Or
up,
lock
and
it-
I'm
lock
with
her down.
Lock her down. Dick her down. That's what I
Ooh,
say.
dick her up.
You ever hear somebody use the phrase "dick her down"?
Oh,
in,
I've
like-
heard.
course.
I've heard dick her down.
Yeah, you guys are from the Midwest. That's okay.
Trick or treat,
Oh.
dick her down.
Trick or treat, dick her down.
Thanks.
That sounded kind of Indian, accidentally.
Dick her down.
Yeah,
Only Tom can do
Yeah,
that.
that's right. Tom Dickart.
yeah.
All right.
We've gone off the rails here.
All right, we've gone off the rails. Here's so I did a lot of searching. There's a lot of people who will tweet like, Yellowcard. I was putting in different phrases into Twitter to see what if people ever tweeted negative things about Yellowcard.
Yeah.
So I put in Yellowcard sucks, and that got a couple things.
Did you put in SUCKS or SUX?
SUCKS? That's a
Okay.
good question. I put in Yellowcard just to see what people were saying. A lot of people were bummed that they were retiring.
Yeah.
Then I put in like I hate Yellowcard, all these things. Then I decided to put in Yellowcard is gay.
Okay.
That's when Twitter
It
went
blew
off
up?
the rails. That's when
Did
I
you
got
go into the
all
dark web?
I got into the dark web.
Yeah.
I'm on the black internet or whatever. What's it called?
Black Twitter.
Black internet.
Black Twitter. Yeah. Yeah. So that seems to be the type of people who hate Yellowcard.
So
the
what
most.
came up when you typed in Yellowcard is
Mostly
IZ gay?
Mostly Yellowcard is gay. Like it's
Just one guy has one blog that's just Yellowcard is gay and pictures of
You
The
won't
funny
believe what
thing
Trump
is-
tweeted this time. Yellow
Actually, the funny thing is, it was a lot of people who were like, "I know Yellowcard is gay, but I kind of like them." Like
Yeah.
it was a lot of people who felt bad about liking them.
I feel like that was like the era where there weren't a lot of out gay singers, in
yeah,
the late 90s, early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
Like the fact that nobody thought that Ricky Martin was a gay man is insane.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
there could be a lot of gay
Well, I
lead
had
singers
this,
in that era.
yeah. You got to tell this
I
story.
forgot, I had this biography of Ricky Martin that had like a full chapter about
You
all his
had
like.
a biography of
I
Ricky
used to bring it
Martin.
on stage, yeah, because I found it at a
So
garage
funny.
sale, and there was like a full chapter about all of his relationships with women.
Really?
And it was so funny.
What did they
It was
say?
just about him and Maria from the song Maria, and like how he would always like it was like people would ask him about her, and he'd be like, "Oh, she's the best," but like no one really knew.
No
like,
specifics.
No specifics
Yeah.
at all. Yeah. And that biography also contained the line, "Is Ricky Martin hot?" And then it said, "Oh, I don't know, is Brazil in South America or something like that." It was
I'm
great.
surprised it wasn't an autobiography.
Yeah.
I really wish that.
It's a really little book too. It's
I wish
really
I still
weird.
had it.
I can't. I'm
I
so
lost it
bummed
when
you
I was
don't have
drunk.
it.
Is it like that
That's a
Jerry
bummer.
Seinfeld book,
I do,
Sign Language?
It
It's
is like that.
Just
smaller
the
than
toilet.
that.
Really? It's
Yes.
like 8 pages.
I like
It's
the
very
idea
small.
that I left this
We have
book,
sign language.
I left this biography of Ricky Martin at a bar in Boston. I love the idea of some Boston guy just finding a book about Ricky Martin in
Yeah.
a bar and like changing his life.
His whole life. He's now a gay man now.
I almost said Bailamos, but that wasn't his song, was it? That was the other guy, Iglesias.
Let the rhythm take you over. Selena's dead.
She is dead.
All I remember from Ricky Martin now is "Livin' La Vida Loca."
It's a classic.
Is that the only
He
hit?
did a cover of some big song. I don't remember what it was.
'Cause
I don't know.
I Can Be Your Hero. That's
That's
Iglesias too.
Iglesias, yeah.
Iglesias was great.
We're talking about Enrique, not Julio, right?
No, we're talking about Enrique, of
Oh,
course.
yeah. I mean,
Julio can
Enrique-
get fucked.
Is he still with Anna Kournikova? Enrique
Oh, I don't
Iglesias? Oh, God. I was
He's too hot
big.
to stay with one
I mean,
woman.
I was a tennis prodigy. So
We were
I
both
was,
tennis prodigies.
Yeah, I was big into Anna Kournikova.
I played tennis every day in high school, but I
Really?
was no prodigy.
But you
Why
weren't
haven't
on
we
the
played
team?
Tennis?
I didn't play on the team. I didn't have the courage.
Look at it. We were courageous.
Yeah. Well, look at us. I mean, that's a real yellow card move to be the best tennis player in your town and refuse to play on the team.
That is
That's
so
true.
yellow
I should have loved them.
Yeah, poser.
I was a tennis poser.
Yeah.
Let's see here. At Creamy Cinnabon says Yellow Card is a gay band.
Well, what you don't know is Ed Creamy Cinnabon was actually a Pitchfork editor. And I don't know if people know that.
They're not. I mean, they're not a gay band. They're they're.
They're great.
I'm gonna answer that earnestly. Yeah,
Wait, yeah, well, maybe that means good.
that's true.
We're this podcast supports all sexual orientations and
Mhm.
preferences.
Maybe they could be using the old English version of gay.
Happy band.
Happy band.
But that's
They
just
are,
wrong.
but they're not happy. That
Yeah.
you can't argue. They
They're
seem
super
angsty.
mad at their dad. I mean, every pop
A
punk.
lot of dad
Yeah,
stuff.
A lot
I
of dad stuff.
Were you
Let's
into?
get
Were you
into-
into pop punk because of your dad's situation growing up?
Somewhat. I liked rap a lot more for that though.
Ah.
Like there's a lot more like no dad sort of stuff because mine wasn't like I was angry at my stepdad, so then I had another level of it, and that's what I liked Eminem for that, and I liked who's the Everclear. I really liked they had Father of Mine. I would scream Father of Mine in my room. It was fucking sick. I still listen to it sometimes.
Everclear's
It's-
great.
I never
Everything's
really
very
had
good.
daddy issues, but for some reason I like I was very close with my father, but it's weird that I was into into pop punk music because they all have issues with their dad.
No,
Yeah.
I'm the same way. Yeah, where I'd be like screaming along to songs, and my dad would be like, "Hey, Tom, how you doing?"
Dad,
One-
want to go watch the game? Fuck you.
Well, I remember one time you've seen Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit.
I feel like this
I
has already
have.
come out somehow.
Really?
Today?
It's just in our convert. We've talked about Sister Act 2 like
Yeah.
recently.
Maybe
so
the
I-
other episode.
My father is an Israeli immigrant. Okay, so I making a note.
Lock-
Give me
Lock the
trailer.
gates.
Okay, so I remember like I was like 12 or 13, or Sister Act 2 had just come out, and I was in my room and I was singing "Joyful, Joyful" like in the big
Yeah.
production of it in the movie. And I
Mhm.
remember my dad opens the door and was like, "Okay, something's wrong here. I'm not raising this Jew properly." So
This is a bad Jew.
yeah, bad Jew. Not when I have this new dreidel for him though.
I found an article
Just a
Written.
general.
written about why they hate. Like it's this. I'm gonna start by saying this is one of the worst articles I've ever read, but it was on consequenceofsound.net.
That's like a respected website.
Yeah,
is
it
Yeah,
seems
yeah,
like it. Yeah,
It's
I mean they
legit,
have a
yeah.
lot of views. They have a lot of comments. This says gather. The article is titled "There's a lot of shitty things going on in the world, but at least Yellowcard broke up."
Oh fuck
This
this,
is-
guy! Who the fuck wrote this?
This is Alex Young.
Click on Alex Young's. Click on his fucking.
I'm
click on his
clicking on
name.
him. I'm clicking
There better
on him.
be an email address.
Publisher.
Alex Young founder.
Is this him?
Is the founder of this fucking website? Fuck him. Look him up
Founded,
on Facebook.
yeah, in 2007.
This is gonna.
Can we find this fucking asshole's number? I
This is
wanna-
gonna be used in evidence in a murder trial.
If Alex Young winds up dead on Monday, it's fucking me,
Why?
Ahri Findling.
Why? Shut up.
Why?
'Cause you're gonna get arrested.
Why?
You
If-
can't threaten to kill someone.
I'm
on the
not
pod-
threatening to- I did not threaten
You
to kill
didn't
him.
threaten. You
I
promised.
said,
I think.
I said, if he winds up dead, it's me. I didn't threaten it. I said I admitted to a premeditated murder.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
There's nothing wrong with that. I'll minority report
Fuck,
myself.
double jeopardy. You're right. we talk a
Love
lot.
Ashley Judd.
There's gonna be a lot of law talk on this podcast.
Yeah, you're prepping for a
Legalese.
lawsuit about media, about using songs you can't, and I'm prepping for
I
a murder
think-
trial.
What's the difference, really?
So can we get what does he say?
So he says, "Gather around, children. Today, Yellowcard announced their breakup, and I have a story to remember them by." And I'm just going to generalize this story because it takes too long and it's a shitty article. But basically, he
Fuck
says,
off on gather around children.
yeah,
by the
it's
way.
fucking annoying immediately. He says that at his college for spring break weekend, they would bring all these acts in, and they always sucked, he said. The Ghostface Killer came, but he didn't sing any of his songs completely. He only
Right.
did 25 minutes. He goes, if you want to hear the rest of that song, buy my fucking music.
That's what Bone Thugs did when I saw them
It's
in
so
college.
That's
funny.
smart.
That's so funny.
I do
then-
that with my stand-up.
Jeff Tate does a bit where he does that
Oh,
for his
really?
closer one time. It's really funny, yeah. Guster headline, but then he goes, but it's Yellowcard who headlined in 2006. And I guess they showed up and people hated them so much they started throwing apples at the violinist. And then it
Jesus,
says,
these
fearing for their
monsters.
lives, the band ended their performance early and threatened to sue the school.
What school?
Uh,
does it
Let's
list it?
see.
Yellowcard
I
don't
think
really
it
sound
did
like the
say
bad
which
guys
one.
in
George.
this.
That's what I'm saying. Fordham University. But it's like, hey, fuck you. You
Yeah.
can't throw
You were
shit.
throwing apples at a guy,
Yeah,
and you're
apples
like,
hurt.
you shouldn't end your performance just because you're getting pelted with
Yeah,
apples.
you shouldn't
Why-
try to sue us.
How
or
come?
like, fuck
I don't
you.
understand why Yellowcard gets so much flack for having a violinist, but fucking Boyd Tinsley's given the key to like every city in the fucking 90s.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah,
He's
I
the
don't know who that
violinist
is.
in Dave Matthews Band.
Oh, okay.
I would argue with you that Dave Matthews Band is pretty shat upon as well.
Yeah, but he's
Him
not as
specifically,
shat
no?
upon as the violinist in Yellowcard.
Not specifically.
Right.
I agree
well, I
with
think
that.
Boyd Tinsley
I think
is
he's
dead.
more talented, and he's probably dead.
I think he's dead.
What, apple to the head?
yeah.
What if that was like the thing that all violinists got? Like
Yeah.
Mozart was like getting apples thrown at his
He
head. and that's-
died the way Sir Isaac Newton lived.
Yeah.
An apple to the head.
These people are monsters. Like who? First of all, why are there just?
Who throws a shoe?
Yeah, why are there apples at this concert? Like, why are there?
Yeah, these guys are fucking nerds.
so you
Fordham
bring apples
University.
to a pop punk concert?
I'm gonna blame that one on the writer of that article, Mr. Alex, whatever the fuck your last
Young.
name was,
Young.
Young. of consequence of sound, you're a piece of shit.
So is he saying that they're dicks for leaving
yeah, for
early?
leaving and trying to sue the
People
school? It's
fucking
like, yeah,
threw
but fuck
apples
you.
at them, and
Yeah.
you hired a band 3 years after their prime. It's kind of your
Well,
fault.
that's a college move.
Here's another.
That's how you get them cheap.
We had girl talk. It was already woman talk.
My man. Girl Talk is pretty good. I like Girl Talk.
You like Girl Talk?
Yeah,
there
I
was,
mean,
there
I
was like a
can't-
period where I liked girl talk
Yeah.
for like a year, maybe.
It really died. I think what happened is everybody realized how easy it was to do what he was doing.
Yeah.
And so then it became like oversaturated.
He's from
But-
Pittsburgh.
He went
this
to
is-
Harvard,
Yeah.
Wow.
the Pittsburgh of school.
Yeah. I would not agree with that statement. Pittsburgh is.
What do you think about this? Sputnik Music listed the top 10 worst bands of all time. Number 10, Yellowcard.
Is this bottoms up or
So
top
this
down?
means Nickelback is the worst of all time. They're number 1.
Okay.
And Yellowcard 10th worst.
Okay, give me 9. Give me after.
9 is My Chemical Romance. 8 is
What?
Coldplay.
Okay,
7
I
is
mean, this
Dragon
is bullshit.
Force. 6 is Oasis. 5 Linkin Park. 4 Green Day. 3 Limp
is an
Bizkit.
awful
2
list.
Creed. 1 Nickelback. Yeah, it's funny that so many of the bands we've talked about
Are all on this list. Fucking Lincoln
Is there like a
Park.
little sentence after each one?
There's literally no
Who's
explanation.
this guy? I'll
What
murder
a-
this person too. Who is this? Who wrote
This
this?
is a user. This
murder.
is Vito.
I hope Ryan Key is proud of me because I'm murdering everybody on his behalf.
You're like the guy who tried to kill Reagan.
yeah. Who's
Yeah.
is that
John
the one who's
Hinckley or something?
obsessed with
Yeah.
Jodie Foster?
Yeah.
You're like Dexter, but for shitty
Yeah.
music.
Can we listen to some Yellowcard, please?
All right,
Please,
let's
we'll
jump
get to that
into this
section.
playlist. Yeah, it is actually time. So the premise of this is that you sent us 6 songs
Yeah.
to play to convince us to like Yellowcard.
I mean, that was not the
That's not how I
instructions
explained
was
it,
given.
and that's not how I'm ever going to explain it. But that's
I tried
what
to
it is.
pick an eclectic mix
I
of
asked you
songs.
for your favorite songs from
Right,
Yellowcard, to
right.
be fair, because I assumed that would give us the true. Because I figured if you tried to like guess our tastes,
Right.
that wouldn't work. I wanted to know where Ahri's coming from.
Okay.
You know what's in
That's
Ahri's
probably a good
heart.
move not telling me then, because
So
I would have
then-
stacked the deck.
Yeah. So you didn't stack the deck. You gave us your list of what you felt is the best. Are the best Yellowcard songs,
Yeah.
correct? All
Yeah.
right. Or the ones that resonate with you the most. So we're gonna go through this list. I'll just list them now so that you know them. Lights and Sounds off of the Lights and Sounds album. View from Heaven off the acoustic
Ocean Avenue.
Ocean
thing.
Avenue album. Sure Shot,
One
which
for
is
the
off
kids.
One for the Kids. For Pete's Sake, also off One for the Kids. Life of a Salesman off of Ocean Avenue. And Gifts and Curses, which I could only find live.
Oh,
think that
I
might
told
be-
you to look up the live.
Oh, I did
version.
not realize that.
Yeah.
And
Is
that's
that
on
like a-
Paper Walls.
I don't. Yeah, it got. I don't think they
It's too good
released.
to be recorded in studio.
No, I don't think they released an official Paper Walls album. I think it was a live album.
All right, so let's go ahead and just start from the top here. Let's go with Lights and Sounds. Let's hear a little bit of it. I'm going to skip ahead as I am wanting
Is
to
it cool
do.
if I do a stage dive off of your couch? Is that okay?
That's
your
of
neck?
course okay. And if you have any specific parts of the song you want us to show people, chime in.
See, this is a very low violin use song.
Yeah.
Not a lot of violin in here. This
Yeah.
is they got a little bit harder after Ocean Avenue.
I was going to say, a lot of talk of this violin, but for most of it, I'm not hearing it.
Right. This song. This is probably 2005, 2006.
Yeah.
So they'd been a band for 11 years. You got to phase out an instrument every now and then. This is like Ocean Avenue was their big hit album, and I remember this was the album after that, and people hated it. People just ripped it to shreds.
Yeah.
Not to tip my cap on how I feel, but they were right.
We'll leave my judgment till
Yeah.
now. That song, I think, it's one of my favorite on the playlist you gave,
Yeah.
which doesn't necessarily mean anything.
Just an
Like,
inconsequential
that
fact.
one
that means nothing.
I definitely could listen to, and I got all the way through it, and I listened to it. I did this playlist. I think that there's like 4 ways to listen to music. There's
Hold on.
Wait, what is
Are you?
this?
This is his
this
gather
here.
around children, Alex Young moment.
gather round, fuckos, because I have a theory here.
Okay, give it
I
to
think
me.
all right. I think walking around.
One.
You're just walking around alone. You're alone. I think communally, like we're playing video games, we listened.
Okay.
I think running.
Walking
Like,
around and
working-
running. Two
I think
different
well,
things.
working out is like a different.
Okay,
thing. I
working
meant
out.
working out. I meant working out, and then I didn't really put much thought into
Live
fourth
concert.
No. Yeah.
No, you
Okay.
can't
so
listen
live.
to music
I'm
now.
talking about. I'm talking about as far as a playlist
Right.
goes.
Okay.
But yeah, maybe in the shower. I don't know what the fourth.
What
one
is wrong
Let's
with
do
you?
What
those-
is the context of this list? What are you listing these four
No,
things
what I'm
for?
saying is I gave it all
you,
those
Play-Doh?
opportunities. I
Okay.
gave it all those.
And
And driving around. That's the one I was going to say.
Ah.
Driving.
The golden mean.
So
There's
it
a
didn't.
pyramid here.
You don't like listening it in any of those four ways. is
No, what
you're
I'm saying is I wanted to give it as many different because there's some albums I like to listen to when I work out, but I don't like it at any other time.
Okay.
Or like there's some albums I prefer like that. Like Kanye's Yeezus is my favorite workout album. But I don't
mine
necessarily
is
put
Sarah
it on.
Bareilles. Brave. I'm not gonna write you a love song.
Because
I mean, you went into that way too quick. I mean, she's my
I saw
favorite.
her live.
She's literally one
Did
of my
you see
favorite.
Waitress?
Yeah, I did.
Was it good?
I did. I saw it with Jessica Mueller.
What is Waitress?
It's a play that she wrote the music
Oh,
for.
Was your
That's right.
fiance mad? You saw it with another woman?
No, Jessica
Jimmy
Mueller
Pardo
was
joke.
the lead. Waitress was great. My number one like girl that I can cheat on my fiance with is Sarah Bareilles.
Is that right?
Yeah.
She's a very pretty lady.
Who's
Sarah-
number one?
Her number one, John Krasinski.
Bad
Ooh,
choice.
Bad
yeah,
choice.
she fucked up. Maybe like 8 years ago.
I heard he's
Yeah.
a dick too.
I
John
think
Krasinski.
I've heard that too.
No way.
Why do you? Because he can wink at the camera.
Yeah, he's Jim Halpert. You
He's
tell me
not Jim
Norm from
Halpert.
Cheers is a bad guy
Probably.
too. Mine's Sarah Bareilles, Emma
Yours is
Stone,
bad too, to be honest. Emma Stone's a
and
good
then
one.
Elizabeth Shue. I love me
She's
some
gotta be
Elizabeth Shue.
getting
Is
up
she
there.
80 years old
Yeah.
now?
Okay, Elizabeth Shue
If
in
you just
1986.
had
Leaving Las Vegas?
No,
Could you-
in Adventures in Babysitting.
Pretty soon you're going to be able to dig her out of the grave.
Who's your? Do you don't have a?
I don't have a bucket
Who
list.
throws
Yeah,
a
yeah.
shoe?
Do you have a? do you have a bucket list, Tommy,
What's that?
of celebrities that you?
Let me think. It's a good question.
Mine is
Thank you.
Tom Hathaway. No, that's Anne Hathaway's brother. I'm trying to think of who would be up there. I used to have a big crush on Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Really?
Yeah, I know. Everybody hates that.
I don't. She's got a great thing going for her.
Yeah,
She's
I
a
had
good
a
actress.
crush on Lauren Lapkus for quite a while.
Interesting.
And then when
You
she was
must
on
like the first
Crashing,
episode
it
of
ruined
Crashing.
it for me. It
Really?
ruined, yeah, I hated that.
Interesting.
I hated that. It made me feel very uncomfortable.
Mm.
But this was back in her old Comedy Bang Bang days before she was a big celebrity. Yeah, who else?
I don't think Lauren Lapkus is number one on anyone else's list. So I think you
She's
could
not
do it.
number one on. I don't think I have a list. I don't think about this a lot. I don't know.
As
Yeah.
Tom unfolds a piece of paper and puts it back in his pocket.
No, I have a hall pass,
Right,
of course.
right. All right. What's my next
So,
song?
so your next song here, there's something I wanted to say about Sarah Bareilles, but I can't. I saw her open for Maroon 5.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I saw that concert too, in Scranton, Pennsylvania, at Montage Mountain.
Oh yeah, were the Hives also opening?
No,
It was Sarah Bareilles, the Hives, and
What a
then
weird
Maroon 5. It was
bill.
very
I feel
weird.
like it was Sarah Bareilles, Maroon 5, and John Mayer. Actually,
That's insane.
it was a
Fuck
great
John Mayer.
concert.
That's a wild
Fuck
concert.
John
I
Mayer.
hate John Mayer.
Why?
He's gonna be an episode.
Well, we'll talk about it then.
Oh my god.
There's a lot of things we're gonna get to on this podcast. All right, is there any specific spot you want me to start at for this from View from Heaven?
No, wherever you
All
want.
right, I'm gonna start at 50 seconds in.
Perfect.
Does this like affect you spiritually? This song?
Singing lines from all our favorite songs and melodies in the air. Singing
Tommy
like
is
just
currently
ain't
covering
fair.
his face. Don't
Sometimes
fucking
we
do
just
that.
can't
Don't
believe
insult the
it
band like
all.
this. I think this is about one of his friends dying.
Are you trying to make me feel bad?
No, you should feel bad. This guy's fucking friend died, probably from some sort of DUI drunken accident, and you're
You are using this. That's like saying, like, did you know that Let's Get Retarded in Here was written about
Is that
their,
from
their
LMFAO?
dumb cousin or something.
Wait, can I tell a quick side story?
Yeah.
I was
No.
at a rap concert in college. Sammy Adams. I went to a white school in Massachusetts, so the only rapper we could have was Sammy Adams.
That's that white guy from Boston, right?
Yeah.
It was that and Hoodie Allen.
I love Hoodie Allen.
I actually haven't listened to Hoodie
So we're at
Allen.
the concert, and I'm hammered. I'm hammered drunk.
You
and,
drunk? No.
And we're in the front row, and all of a sudden, like there's like Hennessy. I'm like, so I'm drinking the Hennessy,
Hell yeah.
and then everyone's really mad. And I look up, and they go, "Yo, they were pouring that out for our dead friend."
And then his
Tommy's drunk
I
ass.
was literally
just-
like,
it's like a wet T-shirt contest for you, and they're trying to.
and what's weird is their
memorialize.
dead friend took over your body after that.
That's a new Freaky Friday that you
That
need
would
to
be
start.
good. We should
Sure.
write that film.
Why is I forget who I was talking about this with, but all these body snatching. Why is it Friday that all these body snatchings happen?
Because Friday the 13th is cursed.
Is that when Freaky Friday happened on Friday the 13th?
sure.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, yeah, it had to be,
Sound
right?
Interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah, somebody should write a book about that. It's so fascinating.
I think I say interesting when I just don't agree with the comment.
Yeah.
I think that's
So-
fine. Are you checking your fly if it's open?
Yeah.
I'm going to turn this a little. Is this still? Did I pause it? I think I paused it.
And listen, I didn't. I wanted to like these songs.
Yeah, we both.
I don't know if
wanted
it-
to
I don't
like
think
these
you did.
songs.
No, I went into it with an open heart.
Is there one that you like more than any of the other ones? Let me tell you that.
Ocean Avenue?
Okay, but I
Nothing
didn't
Yeah,
put that on my
beats it.
list.
Nothing comes
Good.
close.
Mm.
Well, I
For
think
me.
we should at least give each song a
Well,
fair.
yeah, let's listen to 'em.
Let's
Yeah,
listen
yeah.
to each one and give it a fair assessment.
Okay.
Because I really wanted to like these. I really did.
It's surprising
It's
that
hard.
as a
Get some
fan
music
of pop
positivity.
punk,
Mhm.
that it doesn't resonate with you.
I think that it's just because for me with pop punk, it's such a period piece that that's a real tongue twister,
Yeah.
a lip twister.
Pop punk period
Pop
piece.
punk period piece. So it's like if you didn't get into it then, it's hard to get into
That's
it now.
very true.
So
Yeah,
like,
I don't think
if
anyone's getting into pop punk now.
Exactly. It's gone. It's over.
Right.
It feels like. But if you got into it, like I can still listen to Fall Out Boy and like
Agreed.
run.
But have
But-
you listened to newer pop punk stuff? Because there's some good shit. Like,
Like
Modern
what-
Baseball is great.
Okay, yeah, I've listened to a
I
little
don't know who
Modern
they are.
Baseball.
They're awesome. You'll like it.
There's it's very touch and go, but this feels like it's driven. A lot of this to me felt like it was driven towards radio play
Yeah.
instead of just what it is. Like instead of being silly, it doesn't feel
Right.
like they. Like I said, they don't have a sense of humor about it, which is what I always liked in pop punk. I liked that there was angst, but there was also like we're gonna name our songs 80 words long or whatever that Fall
It's
Out
the
Boy does.
Zach Braff of music. is what you're
Also,
saying.
tweets
Absolutely.
ruined that.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Tweets.
Tweets ruined the like funny song titles of it. You know,
Mhm.
because now everyone makes those same jokes. All the you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
What do
yeah.
you mean?
All of Fall Out Boy's song titles were
Are
are
tweets.
tweet
Yeah.
jokes. It's like champagne for my real friends, real pain for my sham friends,
Right.
50 RTs.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one, what did that song, like, why did you pick that song?
View from Heaven.
Yes.
It's like a. It's got like kind of like a fiddle in it. Like the violins used like a fiddle instead of like a soothing.
They're doing some plucking.
Right. So
Mhm.
I like. I kind of just like that.
Let's see if we can hear it,
And if we all believe in heaven,
Plus, I'm a huge
we'll make
Christian.
religious Jew.
That's what I was thinking. I had a moment where I was listening. I was like, wait, is Ahri like a Jesus freak?
Yeah.
And then I was like, wait, no.
There was a part of me that some of their songs could be construed as a Christian pop punk band,
Yes. Yeah.
which kind of like going back and listening maybe freaks me out a little bit. That they're I was like a Christian pop punk guy.
Yeah.
In the
That
late
happens
90s.
though. That happened. Like, isn't Billy Corgan like a big Christian freak? Not that we judge Christianity on this podcast.
well, it
Hey,
definitely
whatever.
sounds like it.
I feel like Corgan has some weird
Oh
ass.
yeah, he does because it
Yeah.
was my it's my cover photo.
That's
it was
what-
my cover
yeah.
photo on Facebook. Let me find the quote because it's so
Yeah, yeah,
funny.
it
My
is
friend
very
lives
good.
around the block from. Doesn't he live in
He
Chicago?
lives in Highland Park, Illinois.
Yeah,
which is 45 minutes.
My friend
north.
lives around the block from him. Showed me his garage.
What was it like?
3 of them.
He had 3 garages.
Three
Billy Corgan?
garages in Highland
What
Park.
kind of cars he got in there?
I didn't, go in.
You
'cause
didn't. You
that's
just saw the
trespassing.
outside.
Okay, this is the Billy Corgan quote. I didn't find Jesus. He'd been there the whole time.
Damn right. Footsteps, baby.
He helped me smash those pumpkins.
I guess I listened to some Christian rock when I was younger.
I
liked
liked a lot of
Switchfoot.
it. I liked Switchfoot too. I mean, I'll tell you what. Truth or dare you to move. Truth. That was dumb. That was like a Waylon joke. Yeah, I liked a lot of. I mean, every rapper I liked was into God, and still is a lot.
Did you ever hear that? What's that Christian rap group? Cuckoo Cow.
No.
My life be
KKK?
like, ooh,
I've heard that song.
Ooh, my life be like, ooh. There was this MTV show that was the theme song. I don't remember the fucking name of the show, but it was about 4 kids who didn't know what they wanted to do after college.
Yeah.
So they made a bucket list of like 100 things. Do you remember the show?
I don't remember.
It was like
this.
maybe 2008, 2000. They made like a bucket list, and they just said, "I'm gonna like
I
check
do kinda
off,
remember this.
check off the list." Maybe it was called bucket list. I don't really remember, but I remember one of them. The pilot episode was they wanted to go to a party at the Playboy Mansion, and they like Trojan horsed the Playboy Mansion,
Ooh.
but in this like
They
massive
dressed
cake.
up as a naked woman. Like
They got
stacked on
sex
top of each other.
changes, and it cost $16 million, and it was like a 6-year process. But
And
they did it.
now we have Caitlyn.
Yeah, that's how it happened. What was the name of that song? I don't remember. The show, I don't remember, but it was on MTV.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I never feel more religious than when I'm listening to Chance the Rapper, which is current. It's not even like a...
Really?
He has like a lot of gospel shit in his
That
music.
song that he did at the ESPYs about for the Muhammad Ali tribute was amazing. I don't think
Which
it's on-
song did he play? Was it something
like a
that's not...
special-
Ooh. Oh, yeah.
It's amazing. It's
Yeah.
incredible. But
Chance
it's
is
not on
good.
that album.
Chance is good, but like I said, this podcast is not to judge anyone's religion. But sometimes when you find that stuff out, like with the Killers and the Mormon thing, you're just like,
They're Mormon?
wait, are you trying to? Yeah,
Brandon Flowers is.
yeah. All right, let's move along. As the
As
All American
All-American
Rejects
Reject.
once said, we need to get somebody who loves them. If you love All American Rejects,
Oh, I love that first
tweet at us.
album is really good.
it's very
I
I
bought
was
it
I
at the
started listening
Palisades
to a lot
Park
of it.
Mall.
That man got some blue eyes.
Hell yeah, he's a handsome
Did you
boy.
listen to Saves the Day there, Jersey band?
A little bit. The big Jersey band, pop punk Jersey band I listened to was Fountains of Wayne.
They're actually pretty respected.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like currently.
I used to the thing
Doing
that they're
well.
named after, the Fountains of Wayne. It was like a store on the highway, like pretty
Oh,
close to my
really?
hometown. Yeah,
You would drive by it?
drive by it. Yeah, when I'd go to lacrosse practice.
All right, let's move on to Sure Shot.
Love
here.
this. This was maybe the first Yellowcard song I'd ever heard. That's why I put it on here.
Really?
Yeah. This feels definitely like a Green Day.
Yes.
Right. It feels like
The first
closer-
part.
Right.
The weird thing about this song is it changes. I feel like halfway through, and then I stopped. I didn't mind this part. The very first part, I was like, "Oh, this is cool." It had that breakdown of like, "I've got a shirt." I liked that, and then it bored the shit out of me the rest
His
of the way.
voice
through.
is a little whiny and like
That's-
and annoying.
that's
and I
the
get
most annoying part
That's
about
like the
them.
only criticism that I've ever been like, okay, I understand
Yeah.
this criticism
Uh-huh.
because his voice is very whiny.
Yeah.
It's an acquired taste.
Right. But so is like Panic at the Disco. His
I
voice is
love
very
that album.
The
Which
first
one?
album,
Yeah,
right? That's
yeah.
the
I
only
Write
one
Sins,
that's
Not Tragedies?
Yeah.
No, I
yeah,
liked
yeah.
their weird 9 in the afternoon album.
9 in the afternoon. He does unbelievable covers. What's his name? I think his name's Brandon too, right?
Brandon Disco.
Yeah.
Mr. Disco
Brandon,
to you.
Panic Disco. He's got a great Bohemian Rhapsody cover. that I'm a
Interesting.
big fan of. He's got
So
a great
check that
YouTube. You guys
out.
got to check out his YouTube
Check
channel.
that
It
out.
is really good.
Do you
So-
follow the guy from Panic at the Disco on YouTube?
I don't. Do you follow people on YouTube? I don't.
I
Aren't people
don't.
part of channels and stuff? I don't, but I know people do.
I'm like never on YouTube. Maria
No.
gives me a lot of shit
My
about
mom
that.
follows one person on YouTube, and it's not me.
Who is it?
It's there's that one YouTube station that's just how to pronounce words correctly.
Yeah,
where
yeah.
you just little type in like dachshund.
Follows that?
It's the only one that she follows.
hilarious.
You type in like dachshund, and then the YouTube video is just dachshund, and that's it. That's the only one that she follows.
I feel like I thought you were gonna say she only follows like hot guy 69. Like that's the sort of shit my mom's into. Is like
Oh.
shirtless guys. She'll watch that.
Do you ever go to the YouTube channel the press? What's it called? They like press things.
Oh,
Pneumatic
I've seen
press.
it, yeah.
The
I've never
pneumatic
heard of
press. Oh, it's great. They'll just put like a Rubik's cube in a pneumatic press. It's just some
They
like
just
crazy
smash it.
German guy, and he just literally puts like cans of soup in a pneumatic press, and then he presses the button, and it smashes it, and he goes, "Ha this is great." It's phenomenal. It's my favorite.
No one could hear that.
What if he smashed a fiddle?
A fiddle? I'd probably cry because I played the viola for like 1 year.
Oh, did you really? I
Maybe
never-
that's why I
never
like
got into this.
Yellowcard.
That probably has something to do with it. It's
Yeah.
like Maria plays the accordion and she loves what's
Weird
it,
Al.
Beirut and Weird Al.
I prefer beer pong.
Beirut. What's Beirut?
Beirut. You don't know Beirut?
I know the game Beirut.
There's a band called Beirut. They
good.
got some good stuff. They're
Yeah.
actually pretty. They're pretty good. But
Does she just like Downeaster Alexa? That's her favorite song.
what's that?
Downeaster Alexa by
Is that
Billy
one of them?
Joel.
No,
That's the
No,
one where he
not
plays the
that.
accordion.
She
No,
did make
she
out with
hates
Billy
that.
Joel.
She
once.
did. She fucked Billy Joel on Ocean Avenue. Weirdly enough.
I mean, Billy Joel.
I saw Billy Joel live. It was great.
Really?
Yeah. At Wrigley Field.
He's been with some
Oh, a
very
downtown
attractive
boy.
women.
So,
He's been with some very attractive
he's a
women.
sad man, though. None of it was enough.
Yeah, I don't think he's.
If you're that rich and
happy.
you keep getting DUIs, something.
Yeah.
He's not a happy guy.
Go
The,
for
the,
an XL.
the funniest joke I ever heard was from who John Gabris is. Not
Yes.
the funniest joke I ever heard.
He's
but
so funny.
One of the funniest things I ever heard him say was he feels really bad for Billy Joel's daughter because she got Christy Brinkley's voice and Billy Joel's look, which is
That's
like
pretty
the
good.
meanest thing I've ever.
Have you heard Matt Bronger's joke about how he hates Piano Man because
Yeah.
it's just him bragging? He's like,
Self-aggrandizing.
I was the Piano Man.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right. So why did you pick Sure Shot?
It was the first Yellowcard song.
Okay. So then that one really stuck to you.
Stuck to me.
I would say that's my favorite of the ones we've heard so.
Of the playlist.
Play For Pete's Sake. That's off that same
I
album.
think that might be even next. So I'll play.
And
yep,
I'm
that is next.
fairly, if you listen closely, I don't remember where in the song it is, but if you listen closely, I'm pretty sure they ripped off the Top Gun theme in this song.
Let's try and work it out.
I think it's towards the end of the song.
Please don't be angry anymore. I'm on your side. And I don't wanna fight. Put this hate aside. Get back to
Let me skip a little ahead here, and we'll come back to it. Oh shit! I just lost everything. Okay, there. All right, towards the end, last 52 seconds.
your racing to find out. They might outrun you in the end. And all the
All these pop punk bands always have like one of their friends' names in it, and they're always about somebody probably. Like, right here, you hear it?
Oh yeah.
It's a Top Gun theme.
So you're admitting that they stole the Top Gun theme?
These people were sampling before sampling was a thing.
I think sampling has been around for a long
Dude,
time.
Mark
Sampling's been around for
Ronson,
longer than
Mark
Yellowcard.
Ronson is ripping Yellowcard off left and right. They were the first people to sample.
You need to talk to John Ronson and get a psychopath test. That's what you need.
Who's John Ronson?
He's the author of the book The Psychopath Test.
What is the psychopath test?
It's a book.
I know, but what's the
written by
test?
John Ronson. Wait, was that it?
Wait, who's John Ronson? No, what's the test though?
I don't know. I've only read his other books.
Oh boy, this is an informative.
Yeah, we've gone real off the rails.
He also wrote The Men Who Stare at Goats, that was made into a major
a George
motion
Clooney
picture.
film.
With
I haven't
Tony,
seen
wasn't
it.
Tony Hale in that?
I believe he was,
Interesting.
but you're thinking. of
Why do you
Arrested
keep saying
Development.
interesting?
Yeah, everything's so fucking interesting
Everything
to
is
you,
interesting.
Ari.
I mean, when you listen to Yellowcard, your kind of mind
Okay,
just opens up.
like
to
this
things.
song I understand. I get what they're doing. That
Okay.
feels like that era,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it's great.
Yeah,
And
you're
I
a
love
liar.
Yellowcard.
I
That
think
one.
Tommy's just like, I want to stop listening to Yellowcard, so if I can just agree that I kind of like him, we can just end this thing.
There was a moment today where Tommy just goes, "This yellow card is making me angry."
Yeah, welcome to being 17 again. That's what that movie with Zac Efron was about.
That's right. That's right. He seems
Perfect
like he would
Zac
like
Efron.
that.
No, I met
Matthew
Zac
Perry.
Efron last year.
Really?
Yeah,
How was it?
it was great. He told me he wanted to come to one of my comedy shows.
Oh.
That's a true
And?
story.
Did he ever come?
No, he never showed up.
Damn.
He didn't give me his phone number, which was weird.
Oh. You
What
should've
was the
added one.
context that you met him?
A friend who works with Chance the Rapper introduced me.
That's
Chance
just
is-
Chicago shit.
Yeah. Is Zac Efron from Chicago?
Nobody loves
Nobody's
Chance.
at a party with
Everybody
Chance.
loves Chance.
Everybody loves Chance. I'm waiting for Chance's downfall. I think there's got to be whenever
What a
somebody gets
villain you are,
that high
Jesus.
up.
Sun Times tried to do it and they failed.
Oh, they did?
They put like a front page thing about it, like a custody issue or something with his,
With his daughter?
ex-wife and his daughter, and
Yeah.
then it turned out it was kind of like a bullshit story, and they just wanted to like.
One thing that's
generate press,
interesting is he talks a lot about that in his music, so it's not even like some secret fucking scandal or whatever. I feel like right now he's untouchable, but no matter, I feel like the bigger you get, somebody's got to take you down at some point. The only criticism I have of Chance is when he drops that F-bomb in Favorite Song on Acid Rap.
Oh, I don't even remember.
He says the gay F-bomb. He goes slap happy F slapper. And I'm not going to say the word here, Ari, but you can put it together.
Would I be a poser if I got a Chance the Rapper hat?
I have one.
I want one.
Do you?
Yeah, I wanna
Tommy
see it?
fucking got
Yeah,
one for
let me see
free.
it.
Go get it. We'll talk about it. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. I feel
I
like
feel
he's
like
probably
Tommy's
going
been
to
trying to work Chance the Rapper into this podcast.
You're right,
for
so he
like
could bring this
25
hat
minutes.
out.
Yeah. He's going to come out and he's literally just going to be dressed like the album cover.
He's going to have that background behind him, the
I feel like-
smoky background.
Yeah, I feel like. Did you wear? See, like when I was listening to Yellowcard, I was wearing a lot of hemp bracelets. Oh, you look like a tool. You look-
Just took him
Hold
down
on, wait.
immediately.
Put it. Put
He
it
was
on
wearing
straight.
that. He was wearing that hat, and he got compliments in the neighborhood.
Can I see it? Can I see the hat?
What do you think? It says Chicago on
What
it.
does the
Is
3
that- or no,
stand
it says
for?
Chance. That's this third album, Chance 3.
I just burped into the microphone. Sorry. But he doesn't sell any of his music, right? He gives it all away for free, and then he sells merch.
Yeah,
That's the way I'm
That's
going to do
right.
it with comedy.
that's right. And then he's on a Kit Kat commercial. But yeah, he gives it all away for free. I think that's one thing, like, nobody can touch him for that. He's
Yeah,
fucking
it's tough
great.
I think that's a good way to like combat your critics and
Yeah.
villains is to just well fuck you, it's all free, shut up.
He was in I love him. I think he's a music genius. He was in remedial classes with our buddy Bobby Buds
Really?
in Chicago. Yeah. They became friends through that.
Were you in remedial? I was in speech classes until I was in like 4th grade.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was like a
Genius?
Not a genius, but I was
all
like a
honors?
nerd. I was all honors and like AP and shit like that. I was a little bitch.
I knew I didn't like you guys.
Sorry, we're too smart to like Yellowcard,
Yeah.
Ari.
What's my last Yellowcard song?
So I think you might have 2 more, but
Two more? Yeah,
did we ask
Whoopee.
you about that one? So that one just kind of bored me, to be honest. Like that one I just kept forgetting. Like I was listening to it,
What,
and the
for
next
Pete's sake?
song would start. Yeah, I didn't mind it. It didn't offend my taste.
Yeah, it just
But
didn't stick with you.
It just didn't stick with me.
Yeah.
These just feel like not as good Taking Back Sunday songs.
Yeah. Listen, I didn't say that they're the greatest band ever.
I'm
But
not
you
trying to
said-
come at you. I'm trying to say this is how I feel.
Ari, tell us why we're wrong.
See, this is like a
You're supposed to
this is
defend
literally
them.
like every therapy session I have where
They
my-
argue with you.
I just scream at my therapist and he's just like, I'm just trying to give my opinion, and I was like, well, you're stupid.
All right, let's see what your
Don't
next
look at
song
me
is.
like you're about to do a spit take.
We've got Life of a Salesman. I think
You
you have
maybe it's
2
a
songs.
song.
Life of a
left
Salesman's a
here.
good
Yeah,
song.
you got 2 songs left here. All right, so let's hear some Life of a
Tom
Salesman.
will like this because it's about a
I
dad.
just saw the Iranian movie The Salesman. Is this involved?
Oh no, you gotta start this from the beginning.
Beginning?
This has a
All right.
beautiful. This has a phenomenal opening. It's probably
Okay,
my
you changed from beautiful.
yeah. This is an awesome opening.
Oh, there's that violin. Honestly, watching you play the violin while I was
Better
having
than listening
did
to
something for me.
I like
no,
the
it
I like
added to
the,
it.
the quick run lyrics that are about to come up here. That's what I like about this song. This is cool. Are you being serious?
I'll give you this.
Okay, cool.
What's a dad for, Dad? Tell me why I'm here.
Oh,
I lost
boy.
it.
Yeah. Lost my boner.
See, because I have such a great relationship with my father.
That's
no
what-
offense, Tom, but I. That's why I think I love the song so much.
See, I think that this is where the disconnect happens because I hate my father. I hate my stepfather. I have terrible relationships. One of them's dead, and thank God. But listening to this, I was like, "Oh, great! You love your dad. You want to be like him. Fuck you!" Like I was listening to that, like this is not for me at all, which is okay. Like there's songs like I'm sure there's some song out there about a good dad that I'd love, but this was not the one
That
because
song's actually called "Fuck Tom Takar." Actually, don't know
I
if you
feel
know
like
that.
you made this playlist at me
Yeah.
for some reason.
yeah.
Um,
Can we talk about that? Tommy's dressed in full Tommy Hilfiger gear, like he's sponsored for this podcast.
I didn't do that intentionally.
We gotta take
but
pictures.
Yeah, we
This one,
should.
yeah. But yeah, Tommy, what did you think of this song?
I loved the intro. The second he started talking, I was out.
Yeah, honestly,
So you like the violin?
I
The
thought
violin,
was great. I was never
like
a
that
violin
too.
hater.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting. Nirvana started that by bringing in a cello way before, but
They had a cello.
for most of In Utero, a lot of those
Interesting.
songs, yeah. And then Unplugged, the same cellist, yeah.
I like mixing in a string instrument into like a rock band.
Yeah, it's great. It's
I
a
think
great
it brings
sound.
a good
Mix as
alternate.
well,
Yeah, I like it.
Mhm.
Better than
What
a
other good
woodwind.
bands have like a good string instrument?
Um,
Dave Matthews.
Yes, Dave Matthews. Who else? Maybe a Vampire Weekend?
Hmm.
I feel like they've got some.
I'm trying to think. There's got to be some band that has like a stand-up bass.
Old
Yeah.
Crow Medicine Row.
Medicine Show? Are you talking
Whatever
about?
it is. Whatever that.
Have you?
band's-
Did you ever see that court case, Old Crow, Medicine Row versus Wade?
No, I've never seen it.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's really good.
I don't know what other bands had a violinist.
Well,
What is the
listeners,
Crypt Keeper walking
tell
up
us.
these stairs? Jesus. I know, but no one can hear
that's
that.
such an '80s riff.
The Crypt Keeper.
You
Yeah,
got the
well,
Crypt Keeper here.
You don't see all these props that I have in my suitcase that I brought over here.
I'm gonna throw apples at you.
That's fine. I deserve it.
I would say that the apples thrown at Yellowcard were apples to crapples. Is that?
Ugh.
What's
Is
the
that
last
word?
song?
Who's the 80s comic now?
Look, I'm not happy with it. I just am really turned off by all this music.
don't
So why
know.
did you pick that song? Because you love your dad.
I like that. I love my dad. I love that intro.
It's definitely very dad pleasant. It's
Yeah.
dad friendly. You put that song on, you're like, look, Dad, I love you, and I want to be like you.
yeah.
But I think that's where the boat thing comes in, where it's like, well, we're by the sea. We're gonna go. It reminded me of.
It's weird. I think that was just like we need something to rhyme. And
Yeah.
we just threw C in there.
It made me think of Manchester by the Sea
I didn't see
because
it.
it made me upset.
Can't beat it.
A lot of sad movies this year.
That's true.
Everything was sad.
This playlist, I think this is a good song to end this playlist on because this is what I think about this playlist.
It's a
Gifts
curse.
and curses. So let's skip ahead here. This is
So-
live acoustic.
The reason why I put this on here was I went like one of the first dates I ever went on.
I knew this was date related.
So one of the first dates I ever went on. I asked this girl what her favorite song, like what her favorite album was, and she said "The Gift and the Curse." And
Yes.
I thought
Oh my
that
god.
she meant this song,
Yeah.
Wait, what is the Gift and the Curse?
the Jay Z, the
Oh.
Jay Z album.
Oh, they're the same.
Yeah, and we literally on our second date, we went to like a bowling alley, and I played this,
Yeah.
and she was just like, "The song is fucking awful." And I was like, I thought this was like
You looked
our
like
common
such a
ground.
bitch.
You're like, I played it for you. Oh, that whiny.
I don't know if
Voice
this
right
was your
there.
intention, but I think I hate Yellowcard now. And I don't know
Oh
if
shit!
that's
Don't
the
get
point.
to your verdict
I don't
here.
know if the point of this podcast. But I now not only do I hate Yellowcard, I think I hate myself.
You're
And I-
canceling the wedding.
We talked about killing Alex Young. I may kill myself.
Oh
Get us some
no,
headlines.
Alex.
Well, Alex Young won this situation right now. Jesus Christ.
So the reason you picked that song is very funny, though.
Yeah.
That's that situation. That
I'm
happened to
ashamed
me.
of myself.
Don't be ashamed of
you're a
yourself,
great
Ari.
guy.
You're great. We love you, Ari.
See, that's
We
what I
love you
needed.
so much that we listen to that playlist so many times,
Yeah,
trying to
Why did
convince
you listen
ourselves
to
that
it so
was
many,
good.
or just to
Because
come up with cool riffs?
we
you
didn't have very many
monsters?
cool riffs, I
Yeah.
don't think. But yeah, I really wanted to enjoy this. I think we've made it pretty clear throughout the playlist what our feelings are. I will say quickly before we go into our verdict on if we're going to stand by this band or not.
Okay. What's the name of this podcast?
Stand by your band.
Okay.
Yeah.
S-Town.
S playlist.
You gotta use that SEO search value.
S music. No, I had a similar thing happen to me where I had a misunderstanding with music, and then I got into the wrong thing, like the thing that was not what I wanted. Because do you remember Blue Cantrell? She had the song "Hit 'Em Up." There's like, just go about the hit 'em up
high.
style.
No, that's from Space Jam.
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah. This is it's all about the rhythm of style. Just go.
Yeah,
It's about her boyfriend or her husband cheating on
It's
her.
like a
and then
weird
she,
kind of jazzy song. right?
Kind of, yeah,
Yeah.
but then she like steals his credit card and like runs it up and like takes all his money.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty
Nice.
sick.
It's a real Lisa
interesting.
Left Eye Lopez move.
She burned down a damn house.
Andre
right?
Rison. That's like, it's bad when the biggest thing you're known for is getting your house burned down and not your whole football career.
True.
Mhm. You know, she had. We're going to talk about third eye blind on this podcast, but she had second eye blind. Hit it. I'm just kidding. You don't have to.
I hate you so much.
Was that her thing? I actually don't know. Did she like didn't have a left eye or something?
No, she had a left eye. I think
She
it was
was
lazy.
like an eye patch.
She had one of those eye patches with the eye drawn on the outside.
Oh,
no, she
I
was
see.
like that character from Our Real Monster. She would hold her left eye above her head.
Yeah.
I love that show.
Oh, I hated that show.
Really?
Hated it.
And you liked Yellowcard.
Yeah. I was a big Rocco's Modern Life guy.
That's a great show.
Great show.
Better
Phenomenal
show
show.
for sure, but
Great
they're
show.
both
Couldn't
good.
get made today. Too transphobic.
Wait, why?
Watch it.
What was the name of his friend, the cow?
Heifer.
Heifer.
And don't
Mhm.
fat shame on our podcast.
Yeah, quit
Sorry.
fat
Sorry,
shaming.
I'm sorry. You're right.
All right. Yeah, anyway, I tried to get so that song was called Hit 'Em Up. I asked for the song Hit 'Em Up on my buddy used to make mix CDs for me because I didn't have a computer.
Yeah.
And he had like LimeWire or whatever, and he would just download music
Dogpile.
illegally. Yeah. So he got Hit 'Em Up, but it was the Tupac version, which was very different from
Right.
what I wanted because it's probably Tupac's most violent song, where he's talking about fucking Biggie's wife and then killing everybody.
What was her name?
What was
Something
her
Hill?
name? Lauren Hill?
No.
No.
Faith Hill?
Faith Hill.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tim McGraw's wife?
No,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's Faith Hill as well.
It's Faith Evans.
Faith Evans.
She's Bob Evans' daughter.
Faith Hill had
Love a
that
good Bob
song,
Evans.
"How Can I Live Without You," after Biggie
No,
died.
that's Leanne Rhymes.
No, are you sure?
How can I breathe without you?
I think that's Faith Hill.
No way.
It was in the. I'm gonna look this up. Tommy, you want to bet on this?
What?
Faith Hill.
When's
or
our push-up
Leanne
contest
Rimes.
happening?
It's about to happen
Okay.
because this is about over. All right.
How many push-ups
What's
do
it
you think
called?
you can do?
What song were we just singing? It
Just
was.
type in "How can I breathe without
How
you?"
can
You'll
I
ever
breathe?
know. I don't know the exact song.
It might be
Uh,
both of them. This is from an
How can
era.
I ever so much- Do I have a bad voice, Tommy?
Yeah.
I do.
Holy shit!
Is it
It's
Leanne,
Leanne
Rimes?
Rimes.
Damn straight.
You know what confused me about it is I'm pretty sure it's in the soundtrack for the movie Con Air, which Faith Hill is in.
Really?
Yeah,
Who does she play in it?
it's Nick Cage's like wife or girlfriend before
Is
he
Faith
gets
Hill?
arrested. Yeah, I'm pretty
Wait.
sure. If I'm wrong about this, I'm
July
gonna be pissed
14th.
off. Con Air.
John Malkovich.
Faith,
Never saw Con Air? Oh,
Faith
great
Hill.
film.
Okay, I was right about that at least. All right, so I win the side bet, which is. And it says
There's
how
a
do
lot
I-
of money
it's-
changing
Here's
hands
why
right
I was
now.
confused. It says, "How do I live Con Air?" I'm gonna turn this up. I don't know if it's gonna interfere with our sound or whatever, but it's a scene with Faith Hill.
That is confusing.
I'm sorry, and this song is performed by Trisha Yearwood, so we were all wrong.
We're all wrong.
All right, guys, let's wrap this up.
Okay.
Tommy, how do you feel about this this band? This
I still
Yellowcard?
think Ocean Avenue is a great song.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I realized that by only knowing that song, I was doing myself a favor. Every other song sucks.
You're the meanest
And
person
you
in the
must have
world.
been a loser in high school.
That what I can
Holy
say,
shit.
what I
This is our
can
guest.
say unequivocally is that statement is 100% accurate. And I was a massive loser. I had no friends.
Hey.
I didn't do anything on Friday nights. I would watch Trading Spaces on TLC in my room by myself, and I'd cry myself to sleep listening to Yellowcard and Simple Plan. So, honestly, this podcast has been super great for me. Reliving all these memories.
But I love you, Ari.
I love you.
Ari, I love you, and I I wanted so badly to like this. and
Okay,
I'm
so will
sorry.
you count out the? Tommy and I are gonna do push-ups, and you're gonna count
I'll count it out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna quickly say I'm not gonna stand by this.
Fine.
But I will count your
Where
push-ups.
you going? You're doing push-ups. We're seeing who can do more
All
push-ups.
right, you guys count.
If I do more, wait, stop, don't start yet. If I do more push-ups than Tommy, then you guys both have to say that Yellowcard is the greatest band ever.
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna pause this while you guys do push-ups. All right, so we're back. Tommy lost the push-up contest. Ari did 32 push-ups.
Yeah, Tommy abstained.
Tommy chose to bow out gracefully. He felt that Ari had lost enough today. and, yeah, so
I'd like the listeners to know that I traveled 90 minutes to get here to get made fun of.
well, I had to
But
listen.
I love you. Honestly, I love you both.
Well, the good thing is we're
We love
immediately
you.
planning to play video games after.
Yeah.
I'm
Yep.
in.
And
I
you
don't
can
care.
watch.
Oh, you're the meanest person on the face of
We're
the earth.
your little brothers who are rascals.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Hey,
so
can I play basketball? No, you can. You can keep score.
you can count push-ups. You do push-ups on the
Monsters.
side. So, guys, send in your thoughts about Yellowcard. If you would choose a different playlist than Ari, let us know. Tweet at us hashtag Yellowcard playlist or tweet us hashtag Stand by Yellowcard.
Love it.
And today, Tommy and I chose not to stand by Yellowcard. We decided to sit back and watch Yellowcard fall to shit. And, we
They just
decided-
broke up a week ago, and you're just adding salt on this grave.
Rest
And
in piss, Yellowcard.
we really hope that it's not a Ross and Rachel situation and that they stay broken up and that on a break the leader
We're on a break.
yeah, fuck you, Yellowcard.
Tommy has walked away from his microphone.
What we will grant you, because we love you, Ari, and
Yes.
we are going to grant you the final say.
The final word.
Yeah. Do you want to do plugs first and then end it on? Let's end on plugs, and then we'll let you say your final word on Yellowcard and your final argument.
Now,
Yes.
so listen, I am acknowledging that they are not the greatest band in the world, not even the greatest pop punk band in the world, but they bring me to a simpler time in my life
When America was great.
I had when America was great and I had no friends and we were just on the verge of Operation Iraqi Freedom. And for that reason alone, I'm going to say I still and forever will love Yellowcard.
I respect you for that.
Thank
We
you.
respect your opinion, and we do love you. Check out Ari Findling. Where can people find you at?
On Twitter, they call me Ahri. Ahri spelled A-H-R-I for no reason, but it is. Thank you, Robin. And you can go to my website, theycallmeahri.com.
All right. And do you have any dates coming up you want to promote
I'm
specifically? This will
at
probably come out in like
stand-up.
3 or 4 weeks.
So yeah, I'm
Stand Up
at
New York?
Stand Up New York on April 14th and April 21st.
I'll be
So-
the April 27th.
Ooh,
That's the only time.
we will not see each other.
I'm not going to see you.
but I'm excited.
Tommy?
I'm at the Cellar every night, but if I'm not there, you can see my other dates on my website.
And you follow us both at Tommy McNam,
Yes.
at Tom A. Takar, and I will be at Stand Up New York on the 27th. I'll be on Doug Loves Movies again. I don't know when exactly that's going to come out, but soon. And I will be headlining Caroline's April 30th. Please come to that. That'll be sick. And Bridgetown Comedy Festival May 4th through 7th.
All right, play us out, Ryan Keys.
Can't do that. That's illegal. All right. Thanks for listening, and stand by your bands. Bye.